Mr. Tony Hayward, Chief Executive Officer for BP, went before a congressional hearing today to discuss the events that occurred on April 20th that have resulted in the spilling of over 118 billion gallons of oil into the Gulf of Mexico. Mr. Tony Hayward expressed his great sorrow for the accident that has happened, which also killed 11 employees that were working on the oil rig when the explosion happened. Currently, BP has spent up to $1.6 billion trying to alleviate some of the problems that have occurred as a result of this oil spill. However, while they're doing everything that they can, they're still losing 30 to 65,000 barrels of this oil, or gallons, I should say, into the Gulf of Mexico per day. They are working to siphon up the oil. However, the current resources only allow them to bring up about 15,000 gallons of this oil from the Gulf. BP is currently working on drilling 2 reserve wells for the oil, which are expected to stop the leaks and alleviate the problem altogether. However, the first well won't be completed until August of this year. So we expect to continue to lose that much oil into the Gulf until that point. Mr. Hayward agreed yesterday with President Barack Obama to set up a $20 billion reserve fund for those that are suffering as a result of the oil spill and to correct any problems that have come. This money will be dispersed in increments of $5 billion each year over the course of the next 4 years, and will be overseen by Mr. Kenneth Feinberg, who was the same lawyer that oversaw the spending for the reserve account that was set aside for the 9/11 victims' families. There's also a committee of 3 judges that will oversee the spending as well to make sure that it is used responsibly and for legitimate purposes.